Life in politics is never easy for the candidate. But actually, is it more hard to be the spouse of the candidate? Joining us today, we have Congressman Louie Gohmert of the Texas 1st District, as well as his beautiful bride, Kathy. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
What I want to ask you, a lot of people get to see, obviously, your husband on air all the time, and you make some very bold statements, which we definitely appreciate in this country. What's it like to be the wife of a congressman?
Well, life's never dull, and it's always exciting, and you learn a whole lot about what goes on in the making of a law and laws and the implications of a law, what are the results of a law, or I do, with my husband being a judge for 10 years and then an appellate judge and chief, and so the ramifications of a new bill,
But she also gets to find out the ramifications for a husband speaking his mind and making people mad, and that's something else she gets to enjoy.
Do you ever think about that when you make, because you, like I said, you do make some very bold, true statements. Do you ever think, how is this going to affect, am I going to come home and my wife slap me? Did you realize what you just started? I mean, is she probably one of your biggest allies, yet at the same time probably critiques you probably the hardest?
She does critique me the most, probably more than anybody. Well, of course, my dad's pretty close, but... But it crosses your mind. You never forget you got a family, but that's also the reason that I try to be bold and call things like they are, is because I want my family to enjoy the freedoms, including our kids. And Kathy knows how committed I am to trying to save this grand gift we were given so that our kids can have the freedoms we had growing up. But I see them diminishing. And unfortunately, you make people mad when you speak boldly, and that means sometimes it affects the ones you love. The long run, though, that's the goal, to save things, even for those who are too naive or poorly educated, even if it's Ivy League, they're too poorly educated to realize the trouble we're in.